Hello, I'm Chinara. Brené Brown says, it is okay to be vulnerable. What do you think? If you think so, stay on. I'm going to share my perceptions on the power of vulnerability TED Talk video and presented by Brené Brown. She starts her work with connection, like connections matter, networks matter, and having connections is also a survival. Like we survive through connections. We need connections. Once we get separated, it's not good. Um, I mean, forever. If we get separated forever, to be clear about that. It reminded me of Peter Singer, a philosopher, an Australian philosopher, who said, "We are social animals." What do you think? Are we social animals? Do we need to communicate? You will say why and how it is related to with the power of vulnerability, and you're right. Because we may experience difficulties connecting with people because we think we don't deserve it. We are not worthy. Yes, we are not worthy of communicating with those people because of those differences. We may experience that. But it's okay. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to be different. And we hide, neglect our vulnerabilities, which is associated with fear and shame. Some uh, some cultures are shame based, and some of them are guilt based. It's a different topic, but there's a big difference between them, which I can touch upon later on, or maybe you can do further research. So once you have the shame and fear, you will feel less worthy, unfortunately. So we hide and neglect. When we avoid our feelings, we avoid our true selves and find ourselves in addictions. In my opinion, we try to busy ourselves. We try to turn our blind eye on something, and we don't want to see the reality. We avoid the reality. And there is a good book on that. I think it was called Escape. I'll definitely write its full name. So addictions, where do they come from? From self-escape. And what should we do? We should take action. We should take action and break the cycle, because it may continue the same way. If we don't pay attention, if we don't become mindful of what we are doing, it's not good. The end is not good. So, what happens? It may start with spiritual awakening or breakdown. There is a saying you might have heard of: you can't go higher if you don't go deeper. Once the dive is deeper, so you will rise higher. So breakdown is not always bad. It can end well as well. So see the positivity. And yeah, this is what I heard from Turkish people. It may be like it may originate from someone else, but I heard from Turkish people saying you cannot rise above before diving down. So what can we do? We should focus on what we can control. And finally, again, as I said at the beginning, it is okay to be vulnerable. Accept, don't avoid it. Because once you run, whatever it is, at any stage of your life, your vulnerability will chase you. And also practice positive self talk. And finally, a trip of 1,000 miles starts with one step, as we know. So Don't be afraid of being vulnerable. Share. Share with the right people. Share it with yourself. Don't feel ashamed. At the end of the day, we all have failures. We all have mistakes. What matters is to recognize them and make further changes. Stay mindful. Bye bye.